Won't you let me, won't you help me, won't you help me understand you? Take me home, take me home, take me home, Tennessee.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Other Tony Bennett episode. Other Tony Bennett Presents episode 24. Today we got a great guest. You just heard the song. Y'all remember that song from out of Atlanta, Georgia, Arrested Development, one of the group members. She's been going on to do great things, great dynamic choreographer, model, singer, actress, dancer, and she also develops artists. Give it up for Mancho Ishii from Arrested Development. Give some love, y'all.
Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely.
You.
It's a pleasure, and we honor you, Ishii. You know, you're a queen to us. And
thank you.
I watched you grow up from a young age. I seen your videos, and you were very young. I mean,
yes, I was 13 when I joined Arrested Development.
That's what I was going to ask you. You started out with Arrested Development. The movement was dynamic by itself. And you said at 13 you came into the group. How did they recruit you at that time? Where did they get you? Where did they find you at?
So it's so crazy. So my sister, I'm the youngest, but my sister's been in the music industry and the entertainment industry for a long time. And so my sister was dancing for like Pebbles and James Brown and all these amazing people. And a gentleman by the name of Ian Burke, who was like managing Arrested Development at the time. And Ian has literally had his hand on everybody that's come out of Atlanta during that era, the 80s or the 90s, from Skate to TLC, everybody. Anyway, Ian asked my sister if she wanted to audition for this group called Arrested Development. My sister was like, no, I think my little sister would be better suited for that. So they took me to the audition. I was 13 years old in 8th grade, featured headliner, the founding members of Arrested Development. They were in college at the Arts Institute of Atlanta.
Wow.
And so I had to just go audition. Oh, really? You went there? Oh, wow.
Philadelphia.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
yep.
So I went and I danced. I remember what I had on and everything. And I think thought I was a little too young. But Headliner thought I had a lot of energy and potential. So they really liked the way I danced and moved and stuff. So they were with it. And the rest is history.
At age 13, you got an audition for, see, at that time, you had no idea where Arrested Development was going. It was just a starting point. And what Speech and Headliner, so everyone knows, were the founders of the group. More than likely Headliner, and then Speech was like a co-founder. Was Speech there?
Speech was the founder, and then Headliner was the co-founder. So yeah, so Speech had already started the group and everything. So yeah, it was the other way around.
So Speech, ladies and gentlemen, the head singer of the group, founded the group, and Headliner, who most people don't know, he is the co-founder, and he is someone, and he got Ishii her start. So that's amazing. Now, at a certain point, Ishii, what's amazing was you branched off into a solo career and ventured off into dancing, modeling, artist development, choreography, and management. What encouraged you to do so? And when did you make that decision? How long were you with Arrested Development before you made that decision to branch off?
Actually, so prior to me, let me go back a little bit. Prior to me joining Arrested Development, I was dancing around the city for local artists. One of the artists was Sam Hitman, and then my mother was one of the first Black-owned dance schools here in the state of Georgia. So I started, and she started her school in the 60s. So I had just been performing and dancing all around town. You know, that was what people knew me, for dancing. And it's always been in me to teach and help people and give back. So I started teaching my first dance classes in a housing project here in Atlanta called Bankhead. Bankhead course is no longer around, but I taught my first dance class at the age of 14. And so, and I taught ballet and tap. I'm trained traditionally in ballet, tap, jazz, modern, I do hip hop, African, I could draw a ton, I could do point, combo, a little bit of everything. So my mom, she made sure that we were very diverse. Actually, CeeLo Green was one of my mom's students as well. She taught a lot of people. But yeah, so I have roots in the arts, and so that's all I've ever known. And so for me, it was just kind of a natural progression. So I actually, back when the group was out, and a little bit after the group disbanded for a while, I managed an artist that was signed to LaFace Records. Her name was Dunny. And unfortunately, she never got a chance to come out. She was the youngest person that was signed to LaFace at the time. She was 13. And 12 working at the time when she signed. But yeah, I've been kind of like in the business behind the scenes for a long time. Choreography, teaching, artist development. I do styling, and a little bit of everything. So yeah, I just love the art, and I love helping people.
You're blessed. You didn't even take class. You didn't take a lot of classes. You were taught by your mother with most of the traits that you had, right?
Well, my mom was just an amazing instructor because she was also an educator as well. So my mother taught me literally everything. And I did take dance. I went to a lot of dance competitions and took dance workshops from other people, but my mother really was the one who trained me. And I also had a great teacher in high school named Muriel Odom, who my mom passed away in 2015, and Miss Muriel Odom passed away as well. So yeah, but thank you. But they both, taught me. But my mother, she taught me everything. But I give credit to Miss Odom and everybody else that I took dance workshops from. And even to today, I'm 46. I still go take dance from other people, and I teach as well.
Ain't that something? I got you by 1 year, Ishi. That's why we compatible, you know.
Look at that.
Definitely. I'm 47, and I want to thank Miss Parker, your manager. She's a great woman, and she's very, very kind. And I thank her for bringing you to the show today. I want to ask you, definitely, it's such a pleasure to have you. And like I said, you're managed by her, who I'm very grateful for to allow me to have you as my guest. I want to ask you, what does your team have in store for the future as far as you or your talent? And you can mention names. We love to hear your talent. As far as being booked on tour, your daughter, one-nighters, appearances. We want to get your daughter out there, which she has done some modeling, and also the artists that you're developing. And that you were blessed at a young age. You were able to deal with Babyface, L.A. Reid, and CeeLo Green. You had 3 Hall of Famers right at your possession.
I'm telling you, it's been a blessing. I'm so grateful for all of my experiences. I've worked with, from being in Arrested Development, I was able to work with a lot of people, from Antoine Fuqua, who's an amazing director, to Spike Lee. Just a bunch of different people. I've met Nelson Mandela. I've toured all around the world at a very young age. And, you asked the question of how long I've been a part of Arrested Development since I was 13 years old. And in 2012 is when I really kind of branched off to do some of my own personal projects, things I've always wanted to do. And I work with Omar Hardwick and just some other amazing producers, a producer from Japan by the name of Banua, and just other amazing producers here in Atlanta, an amazing team that I have. I've worked with so many different people throughout the years. But I just wanted to do some things on my own because I have always been a part of a group. So there's so many things that's inside of me that God has gifted me with, and I want to step out and try those things. And acting, I definitely want to get on the TV screen, movie screen, do a lot more of that. So those are the things I have in store, doing more film, TV projects. I've done some independent things, but I'm looking to do some of that. And then also with my daughter, she did a big night. She did get booked for that, and she's been booked for several campaigns. And we're just she's about to graduate from high school. This is her senior year. Woohoo! And I go to New York, LA. We're just been trying to work through this whole pandemic and this COVID-19 situation, and because that kind of set everybody down. We all had to take a pause for a second, pause for calls, So I mean, more music. I have music that'll be coming out this year. I have an artist by the name of Bobby that I just picked up another client by the name of Randy. He's a male model. I also am working with a young hip hop R&B artist. Her name is Heavenly. And I'm always working with people. I work with a lot of artists, just doing artist development and training them. From all ethnic backgrounds and just backgrounds in general. so I'm super.
Are you taking on more talent? Like Philadelphia has rappers, R&B singers, models, comedians, DJs.
Yeah.
On my show, is your slate open to take on new talent?
Well, I'm always looking for new talent. However, I only manage a small group of people. The people that Bobby, I manage her. Of course, I manage her career, and the young man named Randy. So I'm very selective about who I manage because that's such a very hands-on job. However, I work with anyone. I'll say this. Well, let me clarify that. Anyone who is serious about their craft and really, really want to do this for real, because it is a real grind, and you have to, be willing to put in the time and the effort and the hard work that it's going to take to get you to the position of you want to be. So that's a big deal for me.
Can you mention the talent? Can you give us a rundown of your talent? This is to the concert promoters. Al Heyman presents, Live Nation, all the new promoters, established promoters, the club owners, the Bynum brothers in Philadelphia own all the clubs there. Detroit, LA, Tennessee. Tell them, Ishi, run down your talent so they can know what's up. Let them know how Atlanta, Georgia is in.
Yeah, we have a lot of amazing talent here in Atlanta, but I manage an artist named Bobby. She's amazing. She can sing in Korean, and she's also an amazing artist. She can speak Japanese. I think Japanese. She's so awesome, and so she's just such a diverse, incredible artist. She's beautiful. She can do makeup. She can design clothes. She can do all kinds of stuff. So she's an amazing artist. So I have a lot of great talent. I manage her. She's a model. She's doing great things. And like I said, I have a gentleman by the name of Randy, who's a male model. So it's just,
And we're going to give you your website shortly so they can look on your site. Would you like to plug it?
Yes, so it's Ishi, that's the SHEAFROSOUL.com, ishiafosoul.com.
Okay, check out some of the talent on her site. These promoters who need opening acts, models, anything, showcases, one night tours. Are you okay with your daughter being put out there at a young age? Are you ready to push her? Or are you holding back?
She's been pushed for years. She's been professionally working and actually booking jobs and making money since she was 13. And she even had a chance to do a SAG movie. Unfortunately, when you do movies, you don't know the parts they're actually going to keep. And she did that, and so she's SAG eligible. And so we SAG.
Beautiful, yes. But you know what? When you get involved with SAG, make sure they're getting her some work. If not, I wouldn't pay those union dues because SAG has a.
I'm a SAG member as well.
Yes, and see, they know they're going to get you work because of your reputation. Now you say, listen, I'll get my daughter in when y'all able to get her some work.
I was with SAG like many years ago.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, and I appreciate your time today.
No, thank you.
I know that Arrested Development, I know you said Speech and Headliner were big influences on you. There is one of your dearest members that passed away. Would you like to say some kind words to Baba OJ?
Oh, Baba OJ, of course. Baba was he was my buddy. And I was very sad, of course, when he passed away. Love Baba, miss him dearly. I did a tribute video for him that's still up on my IG. And I put it on Facebook and Twitter. And I want to say it's on my YouTube as well. But I love Baba. You know, I mean, what can I miss him dearly. We used to talk all the time. I would check on him. Yeah, so I miss him and his spirit, and
Yes.
yeah, you
And
know,
Ishi, I
yeah,
just want to let these people know, Baba OJ was the old man. I always called him the old guy.
the
That guy,
elder.
let me tell you something, Baba, you and Baba OJ are the best dancers out of the rest of the. That man, that man could for to be as old as he was, Baba. Oh, anybody who wants to see this man dance, go to YouTube. And Ishi has a
Yeah.
video on there. Tell them about that. I just want to say, and to end the broadcast, with you, tell them about any fabric, fashion lines, or any of the dance videos that you have online that they
I
can
mean,
check out.
I have a lot of stuff online. You know, sometimes some of it is fans have filmed. I have videos just of yesteryear's music that I put out a long time ago. And I have, like I said, have some new stuff that'll be coming soon. I don't know exactly when it's going to drop this year, but it will drop this year. And definitely follow me on IG, and I'm Ishi two-time Grammy on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm Ishi two-time Grammy on TikTok, and Clubhouse. I just joined Clubhouse. I'm trying to get used to that. I don't know if you've heard of Clubhouse, but you have to be, of course, invited on that. So I'm trying to get used to that. And then also on Facebook, I have a fan page that is Ishi Loves Her Fans. And then Monsho Ishi, that's spelled MONT SHOESEHE. I got tongue tied there. But yeah, you can reach out. And hey, I'm available for artist development, private dance lessons, all of that kind of stuff. I do a bunch of stuff. So I'm always excited to help, and thank
I want to
you.
tell you, and I thank you, Ishi. We love you here in Philly. I love you. See, I followed you. I followed your career, so I know you. And I want to tell you, the people here will know if they don't already know who you are, and I'm going to make sure of that. And I'm going to be plugged into your network very shortly. Okay, so we're going to talk, Ishi, and me and my people are going to stay in touch with you. Okay.
Yes, please do. And thank you so very
Definitely.
much. And
My pleasure.
I thank you for just having me. I know with all this COVID stuff, it's crazy doing things virtually, but I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much for the viewers. Thank you for your support. I pray that everything I've said has been encouraged. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Definitely my pleasure, and God bless you. We're going to be talking to me and Miss Parker as well, okay?
Okay, God bless.
You
Bye.
take care. Reach you, ladies and gentlemen. Arrested Development Zone. Philadelphia loves you.
Okay, hi everybody. I actually wrote this specifically for this show when I heard about it a week ago, and I couldn't think, what am I going to play? So something that I came up with, and I hope you like it. Just bear with me a sec.
Beautiful.
Old Time Sing.
That's Jeff Gordon, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. You got a little Grover Washington in you, man. And you know what? You resemble him not only with the facial, but with the skin tone and everything, but the sax. He played the same type of saxophone, right?
Yeah, he did play tenor. I mean,
If I'm not
sometimes.
mistaken. Let them know the name of that song. It's called "Old Time Sake." Am I accurate on that?
That's right. That's
Okay,
exactly
that
right.
song is a beautiful song, and you just recently put that together for the broadcast, right?
I put that together specifically for you guys.
Wow, and we appreciate that, man. That sounds very nice. And see, I want you to explain to the people the difference between an alto, a tenor, and a soprano sax, and let them know which one you play or which ones you play.
Okay. Well, the tenor, if you think about it in voices, the tenor is the lowest voice. And then just above that, the alto is slightly higher in pitch. And then you have the high pitch, which is soprano. Now, you can even get a sopranino, which is really, really high, but it's very rarely played.
Wow.
Not many people play that. And I play mostly, I started out on tenor and flute. And then people started asking me to, play other things. So I got into a bit of alto. I had to get just to get jobs, really, like
Yeah.
people would require you to double on another instrument. So I played also soprano saxophone. So I play clarinet, flute, alto, soprano, and tenor. But tenor is really I started with tenor.
So mainly brass instruments and horn sections, right?
Yeah, mainly. Yeah.
Okay. Do you play anything like the piano or any other instrument outside of the brass?
Well, the funny thing is, I started with piano when
Wow.
I was like maybe like 10 years old. I started playing piano. My grandmother would send me to piano lessons.
Wow.
And yeah, then when I moved to London, um, because I grew up in the West Indies in South America,
Wow.
Guyana, moved to London. I My mom didn't support the piano, so eventually I got into playing saxophone. Yeah, I lost the piano that I had, so I don't know, I kept hearing people like Grover Washington and
Yes.
lots of other great sax
You,
players.
you played all over the world, and you also played. You actually played with Sting on tour, right?
Um, no, me and Sting became friends through, let's say, the people that he's been doing sessions with. Dominic Miller plays guitar with Sting, and
Okay.
Dominic was in my band until he went to play in Sting's band. So that was our connection, and we just kind of became close through that connection, really.
That's great. Are
Um,
you still are
yeah.
you still gigging right now? Are you still doing one nighters or tour dates?
Oh man, since this COVID thing, it's
Yeah, I
been months
understand.
since I've done anything. Everything has been shut down
I
here.
understand. Even overseas, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, so we lost a lot of work, a lot of work. In fact, all the work for this year, or the part 220, gone,
Do you have any
so
do you have any gigs on pending status that the promoters promised you that you signed paperwork on?
nothing because those the gigs that were promised, basically people just kind of apologized, like, we don't know when we're going to be able to either
Accommodate.
compensate you for that or come back to you about, what we had planned.
Yes.
And they just kind of put it on a, like, they give me a rain check. Let's see what happens in 221.
And
we'll
that's
see when the
tough.
clubs open again.
I'll just say, Jeff, the toughest part about that is when they give you a deposit. If you're lucky to get a deposit, then you have to. It's like what I think they should do is say, hold on to the deposit, Jeff. Go ahead and take care of your family, and if we need to work it out later, we'll work it out later. But keep the deposit. Most international promoters are cool like that, but I can understand the market that we're in is very tough, man. And we're going to, me as a booking agent and a manager, I'm going to try to get you some gigs, and that's what I do. You know, but I'm here in the U.S., so just a time difference. Now, I just want to let you know, your song sounds good. We heard 2 other of your originals. Can you tell everyone how to reach you, to contact you for bookings, appearances? Now, there are some countries that may accept you. Are you going to travel to those countries and perform?
Yeah, that's been my life, just traveling. You know, I played with Art Blakey. I don't know if you probably know about the Jazz Messengers.
Yes, I heard the name.
Courtney Pine and the Jazz Warriors, and I've toured for, I don't know, like 20 years now. So been around, and I have family in the States. Most of my family are there in the States.
To end the broadcast, can you tell them, just run down some of the names of the people you perform with, that you share the stage with, and let these promoters know how to reach you in case they want to book you?
Okay, I don't know where to begin. It's a long list.
A whole shopping list, because I've seen some of the names. A lot of them hard to remember.
Yeah, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Hugh Masekela. There's so many people. You know, when you have to think about it again, because some of them I haven't seen in years. Courtney Pine. Who else? Geez. It's a whole list, but basically.
Yeah, and give them your website. Give them your website. Also give them the contact in which to book you.
All right. All my information is all on Facebook. So anytime you need to get in touch with me, all my information will be on Facebook or Instagram. But you know, like my biog and how to get in touch with me the details will be there. If anybody wants to DM me, then cool. I will get back to you immediately.
Okay. Do you have anything that you want to end the broadcast on, whether it be a pitch to Live Nation, Al Heyman, who are here in Philadelphia, actually, any new promoters, existing promoters? What would be your pitch to them today as far as Jeff Gordon doing one-nighters and tour dates? Let's get you some gigs, man.
Hey, man, look, I've got a whole new set of music that basically I've been recording over the past year, and it's something really exciting with a lot of people that you might know are going to be on that recording. And we've been working together to get that album together. Some really exciting new wave of music completely, and it needs to be heard.
I want to tell you, only because the broadcast and the time, we're going to be talking, and I'm going to contact you through Skype, email. So I'll be in touch, and we're going to put some things together, brother. And I want you to focus on your music and keep on making good music.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. And God bless you, man. I love you. Philadelphia loves you as well. That's Jeff, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
My pleasure, man. And God bless you, brother.
Tennessee. Lord, I've really been real stressed, down and out, losing ground. Although I am black and proud, problems got me pessimistic.